Hello everyone, and welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking. Happy Monday, everyone. Hope you have a good beginning to the week. Today is the 25th of October of 2021, and I do hope you had a lovely weekend. Okay, the moon is transiting through Gemini. We have been going through very difficult energies. Mars in Libra is still squaring over to Pluto in Capricorn. It's been quite challenging. I mean, a square means growth needs to happen, work needs to be done. Whatever our desires are, Mars, and we're needing to push through where there's been justice. Libra, right? Mars in Libra speaks to justice, balance, harmony in relationships. It's air energy, Libra, and both Capricorn and Libra are cardinal signs, so it's a time of doing the work. It's a time of instigating changes where there has been no forward momentum or no happiness in our life. Something needs to die. Mars is all about taking the action and moving forward. This is what we desire. This is what we work towards. And we know Mars is not strong. Mars is not in a strong position in Libra. And as a lot of you know, the Sun and Mars have been moving together through Libra for practically the whole month, and now the Sun has ingressed into Scorpio. So what's important about that is this is the beginning of Scorpio season, and I'd like to wish you a happy birthday, dear Scorpio people that are celebrating your birthdays. Scorpio season, and Mars is getting ready to ingress into its home of Scorpio. So today being the 25th, we're in eclipse energies already. November is a month where we've got an eclipse, okay, on the 19th of November, which will be on the axis Taurus and Scorpio. So we're already in those energies. I just wanted to just point out to you also something that I saw today. So a politician today in Greece passed away, a lady politician. I looked up her birthday, and her birthday is on the 17th of November, so she's at the last degrees of Scorpio. So she wasted away. She had breast cancer. She's been fighting this battle for a while, and obviously we know that the fixed signs Taurus, Scorpio, Leo and Aquarius have been through a lot recently, and now as the Sun has ingressed into Scorpio and Mars is preparing to ingress into Scorpio, things are going to start playing out concerning fated events. Remember the axis Scorpio and Taurus, this is where the north and south nodes are. They're moving into that. I mean, the nodes are transitioning now from Gemini, Sagittarius to Taurus, Scorpio. So you can see that eclipse energies, they don't always mean that someone is going to pass away, obviously. But these are great fated changes. Scorpio does speak to death and transformation. Doesn't have to be a literal death. It could be a metaphorical death of a situation. Taurus, Scorpio also speak to money. Our money that we own, things that we own, and money that comes from elsewhere. We know that people that are in the limelight, because Leo is the people that are out there, that are on the news, that are leaders. Remember, Leo and Scorpio are in square. So a lot has been going on with people that are out there in the world that are very well known. People that have got names, that have made names for themselves. You heard also about Alec Baldwin and what happened a few days ago. The tragic misfiring of the gun, which cost a lady her life. So again, in the acting, okay, actors, politicians, which is Aquarius, people that are in the limelight, people that are up there on stage performing, are shown at this time. So let's see what the energies are, please. Spirit, Archangels, 3 cards. What's going on? The energies around the 25th. We've got the 8 of Swords, which speaks to a sense of feeling imprisoned, blocked. It's our intellect. It's the way we process our thoughts. Something's holding us back, imprisoned. Wow, very difficult thoughts indeed. Competitive energies with the 5 of Swords, cutting conversations, fights, imbalances, competition. 8 and 5 is 13 swords. There's that Scorpio number 13. And we've got the 3 of Cups. Now, there's 3 people in this card, which I always see as if this is a third person in a situation, because 3 of Cups can speak to engaging with others, celebrating something, or a family situation, friendships, a group of people that associate with each other. This could also be a friendships. This could also speak to family members. It's a group of people, nevertheless. It's 3 people here. And we know that the 3 of Cups, 3s always speak to expansion, growth, and the ability to, it's 3 is the Empress. So the ability to expand and find happiness. But because we've got 2 very difficult, especially the 5 of Swords, very difficult energies, this is quite a challenging day, it looks like. It can speak to, someone's conflicted about a reconciliation, could be with people that they work with. It's relationships, nevertheless, as Mars is still in the sign of Libra. Mercury is also moving direct in the sign of Libra, and Mercury is in a difficult aspect to Uranus in Taurus, everyone. And this is logic. We need to use logic. Things could be quite shocking, quite surprising. Where there's been competition, there's a chance to reconciliate, to celebrate. That could be a good surprise. Where someone's fighting to get themselves out of a blockage, out of imprisonment. It can be a literal prison. It can be a intellectual prison as well for others of you. So remember that the 5 of Swords is competitive, and I'm going to do whatever I need to. It's up to me. But the swords are double-edged, which means it doesn't mean that they're not cut by this challenge. It's like a hollow victory here in the 5 of Swords. This can speak to legalities as well, concerning siblings, concerning a group. Oh my God. I'm not surprised. This is Uranus. This is Uranus for me, and of course it's the card of Mars. So shocking, surprising, revelations coming through. It could be positive, could be negative. This could also speak to gossip and finding out information that was maybe hidden, because a lot of information is going to start to come through, everyone. A lot of information is going to start to come through as Mercury has now moved direct. The Sun in Scorpio is showing, it's shining the light on dark matters, hidden matters, secrets. Money also coming from others, from other sources. An inheritance. The opening up of a will for some of you, Anything to do with the banks. We've got 2 cards that just fell out. Thank you, Spirit. We've got the Child, and it's a number 13. Again, that's Scorpio energies. That's Scorpio energy. We've got the ship, which means transition, movement, maybe even to something that we've always believed in, or someone's, you know, working through their dramas, their convictions. Someone is needing to deal with their convictions. Someone's needing to hold on to the faith. We've got the ship which speaks to Jupiter and Sagittarius. That could also speak to someone's beliefs, or, you know, their dogmas, their dogmatic beliefs maybe have changed or are going through change. There's been an awakening. There is going to be an awakening, an aha moment. Oh, wow. Wow, everyone. And this is obviously, this could also be, because what comes after the Five of Swords is the Six of Swords, which can speak to transitioning to a more serene place, or needing to sever ties and get out of a blockage or a karmic situation through going through a death and a rebirth. Because even the ring can speak to, yes, a commitment, but it can also speak to a cycle. Someone's commitment, someone's contract. This could also literally speak to someone wanting to travel over water, and this could speak to 2 to 3 weeks. There's some sort of suffering or a burden. This could also speak to the red tape, that someone wants to move. Maybe it's physical distance also. And the ring speaks to Venus in Libra, where there's value, where there's a balance. This is where someone is wanting to do the work, and they're willing to go through that transformation. Remember, we've got a 13, the 8 and the 5. That's 13. We've got another 13 here, which shows a child. Now, this could speak to childlike energies. It could speak to something new after going through a change. Third person could also relate to a child. The child being the third deity in your situation. Childlike energies, transformational energies. The child is Sun in Leo, so it does speak to the heart, a new beginning. Inexperience, immaturity for some of you. Let's see what's beneath the Tower. And we've got the 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups, 10 and 3, 13. Again, Scorpio energy is very, very strong indeed. Obviously, the 10 of Cups shows a restart, an ending of a cycle, and the beginning of a new one. Interesting. Very interesting. We've got 4, 7, and 9 is 16, and 7. Did I say 16? 4, 7, and 16, and 7 is 23. 23 equals a 5. 23, 5, which is the Hierophant, could speak to a marriage. For those of you that have been in a love triangle, this is a major shift where someone could be falling out of the equation. Remember, I'm not reading reversals, so I do feel that the 3 of Cups is speaking to, because the ring speaks to repetition, but it speaks to promise as well of a partnership and cooperation, as well as honor. So why I'm feeling as though someone is looking into their heart. What is it that their heart truly desires? The general energy is here with the child, which is Sun in Leo. So Sun in Leo can also speak to something that we've created, if this is concerning business. Leo also speaks to romance, doesn't it? And we've got the House here. We've got 2 4s here, and 4 does speak to the Emperor. So the House can speak to a moon in Cancer, something concerning permanency, someone's establishment or their traditions. Remember, we had the number of the Hierophant as well. It can speak to privacy, being private about one's life, being conflicted about sharing information. Let's see. Community, occupation, and the main male. What this reads to me, community is more about being out there, you know, sharing, being close, being like a community. And the Three of Cups speaks to community as well. Friendships, people that are in our environment. Occupation to me speaks to someone having a special skill. It can relate to occupation, yes, but it does speak to work for me. So the sharing, someone, this main male could be someone that's got a reputation in their community, someone that holds their own business. Maybe they've got a reputation that they need to keep under the surface and not wanting to share information with their community concerning maybe their public life. And we've got the house. So this is, the house here is not like a home. It's like someone's establishment or their work or their, you know, what they show to other people. So, you know, their heritage and what their name is all about in their community. So it's like a code. It's like the tower in the Lenormand. It's like the tower, which, you know, the tower is not an easy card, right? You know, this is Saturn in Capricorn energies. It speaks to someone's loneliness, someone's solitude. It can speak to isolation. It can speak to also arrogance. Someone that's, you know, arrogance comes with, I don't share with my community, or I've got a name, I've got a reputation that I need to keep intact. That could be also a humbling energy. And this could also be someone's suffering, someone's convictions, or someone's duties, someone's cross that they're needing to hold, to bear in this incarnation. Let's see what's beneath here. And we've got the Lovers. So the Lovers does speak to a love connection. This does speak to someone having a choice. Someone maybe had to work hard, or had to, maybe even went through a marriage because of their heritage. Maybe even where financial standing is concerned. Maybe they chose their financial standing. They put their financial status before their heart. And that may be what they're conflicted about. As you can see here, we've got the cross, which means suffering. And this is a 15 with the Lovers, which is also Saturnian. But, you know, number 2, 20 is like judgment. It's like a crisis that someone's going through, or a decision that needs to be made to break this vicious cycle, to break any forms of imprisonment, to take action, to move towards what it is that they love, to go, to take that risk and go on that adventure. This is something long term. Maybe this is a trip that someone's been wanting to make for a while, but they've been caught up in a vicious cycle. I want to take 3 cards, 3 Sibyllars on that. Let's take the 5 of Swords first, and then we'll take the 3 of Cups. What's that 5 of Swords, please, Spirit? We've got the Ace of Pentacles and stanza. News is coming in. Things that were hidden and happening behind closed doors will be communicated. This can speak to a sexual connection as well, where there's a love triangle, there's a very passionate connection with an outsider. This is the Ace of Pentacles, which can be a potential for whatever's coming through will speak to something long term. And yes, maybe even secrets concerning a new beginning, a child. And we've got the ladro, which is the thief, the third person, or someone that's entered a home, someone who's broken in to a home, to a family. This can literally speak to a breaking in and entering. It's the Ten of Pentacles, which also speaks to the ending. Someone's broken in to a home, literally and metaphorically, for the money, for their financial security. So someone's done something for the wrong reasons. And we've got, so the Ace of Wands, which is the Menor. Imeno is, and we've got a ring, everyone. This does speak to commitments, marriage, contracts. And we've got Prigione, the Nine of Swords, lots of worries. Someone feels trapped. Someone's trapped. As you can see, he's chained up. He's in prison. This could be an emotional prison. There's the Imeno. As you could see, he's offering her a ring. Can you see that? So there is an offer, a beneficial offer coming through. Ace of Wands. So we've got the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands. So the potential for a new beginning, and, you know, needing the courage to do something maybe that someone was holding back on. They're getting the courage. They're getting the courage to come forward with an offer. And it's interesting because it's the 10, which breaks down to an ace. So we've got 3 aces here. 3 aces means a win, doesn't it? Interesting. And we've got the ring twice. So this does speak to a contract. I want to just take one card on this main male. We've got a 12, and a 7 is 19, and a 1 is 20 again. 20 was at the bottom of the deck. And we've got the pathway opens, maybe in the time of Scorpio, everyone. Because we've got lots of butterflies. The transformation, this main male has been going through a major transformation in work, in their environment, within a family situation, obviously. And this could speak to maybe even someone going through divorce. Yes, this could be the red tape. Lots of swords, you know. We've just gone through the time of Libra, which speaks to balance, harmony. It can speak to legalities very often as well. So, let's take a message from Spirit with the Spirit of the Animals Oracle. Oh, I said I was going to take 3 Sebelas here. I did forget. Let's take those 3 of Cups. Almost forgot. What did I say here? I said 12 and 7 is 19, 20. 22 before I opened up this card, and 22 is someone needing to make an important decision, choosing between 2, and plus an 8 is 30, which is the Empress. Let's see what those 3 of Cups mean. We've got falsità, falsehood. It's like the 4 of Pentacles, someone holding back. This Gran Signore, which is very arrogant. Maybe they're going to be generous with their emotions, with their feelings. It's a number 13, maybe in the time of Scorpio, or they've got strong Scorpio in their chart. And many times I do see this king as either the King of Pentacles or the King of Cups. This is someone who's got a name for themselves, someone who's a leader, very noble. And we've got the La Matrice, which is very similar to the Queen of Wands for me in this card. Okay, so we've got a 12 and a 13. Emotionally speaking, they're very close together, but, and it's interesting because a 12 is a 3 and the 13 is a 4. The Emperor and the Empress, we could say here, but they've got their backs to each other. There's lack of trust here. Now, the La Matrice, it's as though she's turned her back and she's wanting something that's very precious. It's as though she's sort of turned her back and says, there's no trust here, so I'm looking towards my future. Remember, 12 is also Pisces. Feels like a sense of imprisonment. It could also speak to Pisces' unconditional love. 13 is Scorpio. Scorpio is more sexual, so I don't know if this king is coming through or was coming through more as more sexually driven, whereas the divine feminine is more compassionate, heartfelt. Let's see what's at the bottom. We've got Alegria, 9 of Wands, so merriment and happiness. We have here the 9 of Wands. So almost being at the end. So trust issues, everyone, trust issues. I do feel that this king, Gran Signore, was holding back on their emotions, maybe even trying to hold on to a stable situation, because he's looking straight at the falsita. Maybe he didn't trust this divine feminine. Falsita is more of a feminine energy, unless they're dealing with someone else, another relationship, maybe even a marriage where there's been a lot of mistrust and deception. Let's see what the Spirit of the Animals Oracle has for today. And we have Penguin, authentic. Authentic. Reach out to your tribe in times of need. Family gives you strength when you face the storm. I just looked at my clock. It's 27:27 on my camera. 27:27. That's a 9-9. Love your uniqueness. You are full of surprises. Break free from others' expectations. Just be yourself. And we've got a family here, as you could see. We've got a mother, father, and a seedling, a young one. So, just like I said before, I feel that maybe a child could be the third person. So, authenticity. Maybe someone's going to be more authentic, more themselves. It does speak to tribe, which is the community here. This is a time of need. Family gives you strength. If it's not family, it's your community or the people that you see as family. When you face the storm, so someone's going through a storm. We've got the storm right here. What's beneath that 10 of Cups? We've got the 10 of Wands, so a heavy burden, looks like. This divine masculine is going through a heavy burden. You are full of surprises. So this is someone obviously making great changes, breaking free from others' expectations, their communities, their families, their heritages. And someone is going to be authentic and be themselves. Maybe they'll be shocking others. So, shocking and surprising. All right, everyone. So, I will leave it there. I want to thank you so much. Sending you lots of love, lots of light. We've got lots of work ahead. We've got eclipses coming through. Those of you that are on Patreon, thank you for your support. We've got a new moon happening in Scorpio on the 4th of November, which is just around the corner. Obviously, we'll be doing on Patreon the new moon reading. November is just around the corner. I've got lots and lots to do. Looking forward to serving you. Thank you again for liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and your love that you've showed, especially this past, couple of weeks. Thank you so much. You are divine. Ta-da.